Franklin Furnace area in Green Township, where it went from being 70 degrees to looking like a winter wonderland in just a matter of moments. Approximately about 2 inches of hail. Some of the hailstones the size of golf balls fell in that area in a very short time. Almost looked like it was snowing. Damaged trees. Some trees were knocked down by the winds. Also siding on houses, some cars, things like that. But fortunately, no what you would consider major damage, but there was a lot of individual damage, personal property.
And coming out of last night's Portsmouth City Council meeting, the creation of a homelessness task force came one step closer to reality, as 6th Ward Councilman Dennis Packard told me this morning.
The piece moved forward. I'm encouraged by the decision and grateful for the members of our community willing to take this on. Maureen Cadogan is amazing with her years managing the homeless shelter. A thorough look shows this population is likely the most complex of all marginalized populations. I believe we're very fortunate to have the caring individuals, professionals eager to tackle it with the goal of no one falling through the cracks or being left behind.
For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
Well, aside from Tax Day today, Bill, another big holiday today, it is Titanic Remembrance Day.
Did not know about this holiday.
Yeah, every 15th, they set aside this as a kind of a national holiday to remember the sinking of the Titanic that happened on this day, which still, in 2025, it's amazing the mystique and the interest that this particular tragedy has with everybody.
Oh, absolutely. And, it was exacerbated by, a very successful film and...
Yeah.
And, of course, the diving down for it and then the tragedy that happened when the submarine exploded.
Well, the Titanic basically was a ship that also didn't carry people, but also was designed to carry mail. And the reason of the name, it was RMS Titanic. The letter stood for Royal Mail Ship. That's
exactly.
Yeah. And did you know that the Titanic had two sister ships?
I did know that, yes.
Yeah, the Olympia and the Britannic were two other ships built at the same time. They all had similar specifications. The Britannic sank in 1916, only 2 years after the use of it, and the Olympic lasted 25 years before they retired it. So, was there something cursed within that line? Well, at least 2 out of 3. And but the thing about the Titanic that was very sad was the hype of the ship, that it was unsinkable.
Right.
And what happened is the night the ship hit the iceberg, the guys went into the radio room and were trying to tell everybody, of course, that at that time you could only do it with dits and dashes because it was Morse code. And a lot of places just kind of thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
The very first Titanic SOS that was received in the United States, it happened on Hatteras Island down in North Carolina. And the guys that were on duty thought it was just a big joke, and they refused to do anything for about 3 to 4 hours. And other places, because it just didn't seem that the Titanic, because of all the hype, the fact that it was an unsinkable ship, could possibly sink on its maiden voyage.
Well, and the fact that it hadn't been out there in the water all that long.
No. And so that was part of the problem of getting help faster. But, it's a remarkable story. What's your favorite movie?
Regarding the Titanic?
Yeah.
Well, the Titanic. Last one, yeah. That was a good movie.
It was good. It was all right. But I go back. I go back to the black and white movie.
Well, and it was even covered in the Unsinkable Molly Brown as well.
Yeah, it was. But anyway, remember the Titanic today. If you are a history nut about that, this is your day to relish all the details on what happened on this date in 2012.
COSI had a great Titanic display a year or so ago.
Yeah, they did.
Fantastic.
All right. Thank you, Bill.
Yes,
This
sir.
update brought to you by your friends at Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. That's Dr. Nishida, where the care, compassion, and roadmap to your recovery begin. The health and well-being of the community when it comes to cancer care and the cure is a name that's legendary. His name is Dr. Nishida. At Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, they're always there to think way ahead of the curve, to provide the absolute latest in care treatments and that personal one-on-one service that today is so rare. With Dr. Nishida and King's Daughters, they owe their success to the many forward-thinking community members and great volunteers who have all helped shape King's Daughters and Dr. Nishida as their first choice from patients and families who choose them for the most critical time in their life, when that absolute right decision must be made. For more information, from screenings to treatment, contact Dr. Nishida by calling 353-4884 or stop by and meet their incredibly helpful staff at 916 11th Street in Portsmouth. With Dr. I and Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, that's where the care, compassion, and the roadmap to your cure begin. 7:37 it is, downtown 58 and ONN.
This is ONN. I'm Jay Fox on the Ohio News Network. Economic experts are expecting a tax on semiconductors, which are commonly known as chips. Angela Ann with ONN affiliate WBNS TV has details.
The president expressing some flexibility on this tariff on items like iPhones and tablets. He says he wants Americans to make more of these tech products like the ones being built at the Intel plant in Licking County.
Like we did with steel, like we did with automobiles, like we did with aluminum, which are now fully on. We'll be doing that with semiconductors, with chips, and numerous other things.
And despite this tariff, President Trump has been vocally opposed to the CHIPS Act, which puts U.S. money into building chips here in the U.S. He called that measure, quote, horrible.
3 people have been arrested in Toledo in connection with the death of an 18-year-old. Jeff Smith with ONN affiliate WTOL TV reports.
The suspects are 2 17-year-olds and a 16-year-old. The officers charged them in the murder and death of Joaquin Simmons after a robbery in North Toledo last month. Police say Simmons met with a 16-year-old to sell shoes when the suspects tried to rob the victim. Officers say Simmons held on to the 16-year-old's vehicle and was dragged several blocks before letting go.
Yesterday, the Ohio State Buckeyes visited the White House to celebrate their national championship victory. Vice President Vance dropped the trophy when the base came off. For the Ohio News Network, I'm Jay Fox.
Oops. Brought to you by Collier Medical this morning. It is sports. 1661 State Route 522. Good folks when it comes to home medical. Let them bring it to you. Did you see that clip of J.D. Vance breaking the national trophy?
No, I did not.
Oh, my goodness. I saw it this morning before I came to work, and I laughed. Very seldom do I see something that I just belly laugh out loud.
Quick, somebody grab the Gorilla Glue.
It looked like the biggest fumble bum you've ever seen in your life. He grabbed it from the top, and the bottom fell off, and then the bottom fell to the ground, and he reaches and tries to grab it. If you get a chance to see it, it is one of the funniest clips. It'll live on for infamy of breaking the Ohio State championship trophy.
Oops. I mean, you can hear the Homer Simpson sound effect there. Dope!
Oh, yeah. It was a spectacle. It was a scene, man. It was a scene. All right, time for sports. The Reds did not play last night, but they're going to get back into the swing of things tonight.
That they will, Steve. Cincinnati will open up a 3-game home series against the Seattle Mariners this evening, and you can hear tonight's contest from Great American Ballpark on Fox Sports AM 1260 and 95.7 FM. Coverage will commence at 6:10, leading up to the 6:40 first pitch. Nick Lodolo will get the start for Cincy. He will be opposed by former Red Luis Castillo. The 8-8 Reds will look to move above 500 for the first time this season. Cincinnati has won 3 straight. Like the Cincinnati Reds, the Cleveland Guardians were off yesterday. They'll host Baltimore this evening at 7:05. Cleveland is a game over 500 with 8 wins and 7 losses. The Shawnee State softball team is slated to play a doubleheader this afternoon at Midway with games scheduled for 1 and 3. The Bears are 20 and 12. The SSU baseball team is 22 and 14. The baseball squad's next games will be Friday at home against Georgetown. The WNBA draft took place last night. UConn's Paige Beckers was picked first by the Dallas Wings. Kentucky's Georgia Amore was chosen 6th by the Washington Mystics. NBA play-in playoff games begin tonight. The Atlanta Hawks will visit the Orlando Magic at 7:30, and the Memphis Grizzlies will head to Golden State to play the Warriors and Steph Curry tonight at 10. This evening in the NHL, the Columbus Blue Jackets will visit the Philadelphia Flyers. The puck will drop at 7. There wasn't a lot of high school baseball and softball yesterday because of the weather we had, but let's take a moment and give a shout out to the area boys all-state basketball players. We've yet to have a moment to do that, so let's take that time. Receiving first-team accolades in Division 5 were Menford's Miles Montgomery and Bennett Kaiser. Fairland's Brody Buchanan and Ironton's Braden Schreck were named second-teamers, and Maddox Gazee of Chesapeake was named to the third team. In Division 6, Ethan Smith from Sims Valley was named a second-teamer, and in Division 7, South Webster's Eli Roberts was named to the first team, while Green's John Knapp was named to the second team. Many other players from our area received either special or honorable mention. Congrats again to all of these all-state high school boys basketball players. Your Portsmouth Insurance Sports Time is 7:42. Portsmouth Insurance is a TAH benefits partner. Call Gary Duzan for all of your employee benefit needs. And that is a look at sports.
All right, we'll see you in a few for birthdays. That's Chuck, and brought to you this morning by Call Your Home Medical, 1661 State Route 522, right across the street from Kroger, and they can bring their home medical to you.
Collier is expanding its business opportunities to include Collier Home Medical, a local durable medical equipment company, or DME, offering free home setup of a variety of home medical equipment such as home oxygen and portable oxygen, as well as hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier also offers home sleep testing along with CPAP and BiPAP for patients diagnosed with sleep apnea. Overnight pulse oximetry testing is available with a physician order. Located at 1661 State Route 522 across from Kroger in Wheatersburg, call 740-574-0327.
And your traffic is service of your friends at the Scioto River, 1024 Gallia Street. And that's Dashing Darren, Will the Thrill, Chasing on Grill. And they will lift your Tuesday up with legendary steaks, chicken ribs, and more. All right, big blow last night. Could still see some stuff in the road. Just be careful of that. We've got the road closures of Clinton Furnace and Fort Hill Road still because of the slide, and that will be for quite some time, according to our county engineers. Pond Run, that's closed at the 1.63 mile marker. You know that by now. And, of course, we've got berm repair going on today, Houston Hollow Long Run Road, and ditching is on Raritan Creek Road. So if you see something we need to know about, call us. We love our traffic trackers. 354-1993. Traffic is service of your friends at the Scioto River, open 7 days a week.
Weather is service of A1 Auto Glass, which now has a windshield calibration machine used to recalibrate all of the safety features in the windshields of foreign vehicles. This used to have to be done at a dealership after installation, but now you can save money by getting it done at A1 Auto Glass in Portsmouth.
First alert forecast from WSAZ. A much quieter time here, but we are going back to a mix of clouds and sun and blustery conditions with temperatures holding in the 50s. Now, a few sprinkles can be in the mix, but overnight tonight some breaks lead to a chillier morning. Wednesday starts off in the upper 30s and then finishes near 60.
I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.
And